Look at this, it's a hamburger! And if you add googly eyes and some feet, well, you get a Goomba! But the question is, how fast can we defeat a Goomba in every single Mario game? Well, let's find out now! Well, the first Super Mario Bros. Won't probably give us a challenge, because everybody knows the very first enemy you encounter in this game is a Goomba. So well, let's press start, move a little bit to the right, and jump on this little guy, and boom! We did it. That was easy. For Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, I have some sad news for you. The first enemy we do encounter in this game is a Koopa Troopa. And well, I'm attacking Goombas today. It's not Koopa Troopa's turn yet. Give me a couple months once I run out of ideas for new videos. Anyway, World 1-1 does feature a Goomba a little bit further down the road. So let's jump on the guy, and there we go. It's now time for Super Mario Bros. 2. And well, this game does feature a bunch of weird and cool enemies, but I did play it for a while and couldn't see a single Goomba. I had to bust out the computer and check the list of enemies from this game, and well, sadly, Goombas are nowhere to be found. This game is not possible. But you know what is possible? Telling you about today's sponsor, Flexispot. Look, these challenges do take time to play, edit, and there's tons of work going on behind the scene. Sometimes I can sit for hours upon hours, and that's not really good in the long term. Thankfully, their lovely E7 Plus standing desk is all we need to fix these issues. This beautiful desk features 4 legs, meaning it's stable as heck and has a lot of loading capacity. Typically, a 2-leg standing desk can support 200 to 250 pounds, but this big boy, it can carry up to 540 pounds. That's a lot. Compared to other standing desks, this one is the strongest and can lift up to 51.57 inches. I mean, take a look at this. This is ridiculously high. Thankfully, it is not wobbly at all and you can safely work without any issues whatsoever. Typically, I sit down while playing my games and recording my footage, but when it's time for me to actually write the script and record the voiceover, then I'm using it in the standing position. It works great for me, and I definitely wouldn't go back to a traditional desk. Customizing your standing desk is very simple. Just visit their website and pick the parts you want. Flexispot also offers a 15 years warranty and a 30 days risk-free return service. So what are you waiting for? Use my code on screen right now to get $50 off your next purchase of a standing desk. Thank you Flexispot for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it. Raise the curtains, as it's time for Super Mario Bros. 3. And well, this one is bringing the Mario formula back to its roots. After starting the game and making our way to 1-1, we'll see this lovely little guy over here, and he's dead! Woohoo! It's Game Boy time, and well, it's time for Super Mario Land, and this fun little game will contain a Goomba in the very first few seconds of it. Look, I start and I win! Easy! Super Mario World is an interesting game because it does feature classic enemies like Piranha Plants and Koopa Troopas, but they look a bit different compared to previous games. And this is the same thing with the Goombas, because in this game they are actually Galoombas, which is a new species of Goomba. Anyway, finding them will be quite the daunting task, because they seem to be very rare. In fact, I had to play through all of the first world, and yet I couldn't find a single one. After beating the boss and making my way to the second world, I had to play a few more levels until I made my way past the ghost house and into this stage here. Oh, look, it's a Galoomba! Finally! Let's jump and... what? He lived? Ugh. Okay, a spin jump will definitely do the trick. Whew, okay, we did it. We're going back to the Game Boy to play Super Mario Land 2. And well, this game features a wonderful intro stage that will be very nice to us for the quest. What I mean by that is that the first enemy we'll encounter will be a Goomba. So, boop, he's gone. Alright, time for Super Mario 64, and this big jump into the 3D space will hopefully not remove the classic enemies, especially the Goomba. So yeah, let's get going, enter the castle, jump in that painting, and oh, look at that, it's a Goomba! Come here, my friend, please die to my lovely butt attack. Stop running away, come on! Okay, I did it. Man, that guy really didn't want to die. You know what, I'ma punch this other one just because that was a bit annoying. Kinda like Super Mario World, well, Mario Sunshine also has a different species of Goombas. These little guys are called strolling stews, and well, they just walk around waiting to be squished. So yeah, they are pretty similar to Goombas in a way. Let's just find one and defeat it. And to do that, we first have to go through the intro stage where we have to collect Flood and defeat a gooey piranha plant in order to get the first Shine Sprite. Once that is done, we'll need to defeat another one and gain access to the very first level, Bianco Hills. Alright, let's attack that evil Mario guy and enter the goop. Okay, Strolling Stew, where are you? I'm sure there's one in that level, I just need to find him. Maybe here? No, maybe... There they are! Those are Strolling Stews! Okay, well, goodbye! Huh. Well, that was easy. Alright, it's time to play Super Mario 64 once again, except this time we'll be playing the DS version. And well, it's pretty much the exact same game, but there's one big difference at the start. Instead of playing as Mario, we play as Yoshi, and in order to get inside the castle walls, we first have to eat a bunny to recover a key. But after this little intermission, we can get back to the regular programming by entering Bob-omb Battlefield and by jumping on that Goomba over there. That wasn't too bad. New Super Mario Bros. Is next, and well, this game is a reimagining of the very first Super Mario Bros. Game, so the first enemy we'll get to see in World 1-1 is a Goomba. Let's just jump on it, and voila! Time to get in space to play Super Mario Galaxy, one of the best Mario games of all time. And well, this game is full of lovely Goombas. We'll just have to get to them first, and in order to do that, we'll need to go through the intro cutscenes and watch Bowser attack the lovely Mushroom Kingdom. Once all of that chaos has started, well, let's get destroyed by this Magikoopa to then wake up on a lonely planet. After chasing those annoying bunnies for way too long and then meeting Rosalina, we'll hop in this Lounge Star and the first real level will actually begin. Luckily for us, it won't take too long to see a wonderful looking Goomba, cause there's one of them on the very first planet we'll get to. New Super Mario Bros. Wii is next, and well, just like the previous DS game, the first thing we'll encounter in the very first level will be a simple Goomba. So yeah, that was way too easy. Time for Super Mario Galaxy 2, and this one starts off with Bowser attacking the Mushroom Kingdom once again, but thankfully the intro doesn't feature little annoying bunnies to catch, meaning we'll quickly get to the first level, and well, right after we land, there will be a little Goomba over there. Come on, little guy, I need to crush you, get over here. There we go. Super Mario 3D Land starts off with an unskippable cutscene, but it's not very long, so it wasn't really annoying. Once we enter the very first level, we'll just have to cross this little white bridge in order to see a Goomba, and well, let's jump on him to finish the challenge. You know when they say that all new Super Mario Bros. Game look alike and feel the same? Well, I think I agree, because once again, a Goomba is the very first creature we'll see in this game. And bop, he's a goner. Welcome to the lovely world of New Super Mario Bros. U! And well, this game does introduce new enemies like the flying squirrel, but it also brings back the classic ones. And well, my friend the Goomba is one of these classic dudes. Time to jump on it, and voila! Winner winner, chicken dinner. Super Mario 3D World was a very simple game for this challenge because I'm playing the Switch version, so after skipping the intro cutscene, I just jumped into the first level and there's a Goomba waiting for me right over there. Alright, let's jump on him and yippee! We did it! For Super Mario Maker, we're gonna have to go through the sample stages, up until we find one that has a Goomba. So let's go for the first level and pray it has one. Well, would you look at that? The very first thing we see is a Goomba. Easy. As Super Mario Run is a game where Mario runs automatically, well, we're just going to have to wait for a Goomba to pop on our screen, which shouldn't take too long. Oh hey, speak of the devil, look who's here. And boom, see ya! Alright, next up is Super Mario Odyssey. And well, at first I didn't really remember where to find a Goomba, but then it hit me. There has to be one in the Cascade Kingdom, which is the second kingdom we'll visit. Alright, let's go through the Bonton Kingdom tutorial section real quick. Right after getting Cappy and pulling on this big lever, I cross the bridge and wait a minute, those are tiny Goombas? Nice, I didn't remember these little guys. Come here, I need to crush you. Super Mario Maker 2 is up, and we'll play the story mode in order to attempt this challenge. Thankfully, the very first level is in the new Super Mario Bros. Style, and it does contain some lovely Goombas that we can defeat by simply sliding down the big slope. Easy, simple, I love it. Bowser's Fury is next, and this very fun game will give us a look at a new type of Goomba, the Cat Goomba. To get to one of these and complete our objective, we'll first have to awaken the beast, Fury Bowser, and then grab our first cat shine. Once that is all said and done, we can just recruit Bowser Jr. to then make our way over there, and look, that Goomba is just waiting for us to destroy him. Well, there you go my friend, it has been done. Let's play the final game of the day, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And well, this wonderful game will be very nice to us, as we'll get to see a Goomba in the very first level. We'll just need to skip all of the intro cutscenes before we get to it. But thankfully, once we enter that level, there's a Goomba waiting for us on top of that green pipe. Poor dude was sleeping and I murdered him in cold blood. Kinda feel bad. Thankfully, seeing all of those lovely good results doesn't make me feel bad anymore. It makes me feel proud. What do you think of these? Were they what you were expecting? Well, let me know and tell me the challenges you'd like to see in the future. Subscribe to the channel and see you soon, gamers!